And hello, all my fans. And how are you all doing here tonight?
I had
T-
myself muted. I was talking to Ananda.
oh, that's good. That's good. Today we are talking all about group cruising versus non-group cruising.
What's that? Sorry.
What is that? Well, either by booking on a group or traveling, booking a cruise by yourself or
hmm
with friends, family, outside of that's not a group.
hmm
And
What's your
tonight I also brought a person that has knowledge on both ends. My friend here, Larry, and he can tell us more all about it. So, and he also happens to be a travel agent once again. So if you need some knowledge or some help, head on over and speak to Larry. He'd be more than glad to assist you. So,
Yes.
Larry, what
Yes.
do you know about group cruises?
I, I know that they're fun. Oh, look who's is. There's Najuma, Bob. We got to say hi to our beautiful, wonderful, beautiful mother, Najuma.
Yes,
It's our girl.
our friend Nujuma. Hello, hello.
Double trouble. That's right, Najuma. Keep us in line. She's our bouncer for everybody in here. Is she blue, Rob? I can't see over here.
She should be.
You should be putting her blue. Make sure you put a Najuma
I'm
blue.
pretty sure she is blue.
Speaking of group cruises, for those that don't know, I actually have a cruise booked for next year. It's not a group cruise, but it is for, I guess, I don't know what you would call it. See, Rob, here's a good way to bring in that one as well, because this
Yes.
is not a group cruise, but it's not one of those non-group cruises. It's just booked, and hey, if you want to come on this cruise, come hang out with us. So,
This
Rob, go ahead.
it's pretty much this is where you will find us.
That's right. So, Ananda and I are booked on Carnival Magic, going out of Miami, which is what you see behind me, South Beach. Woo woo! We are booked on Carnival Magic September 8th through the 15th. It's a 7-day cruise going to Amber Cove, Dominican Republic, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Grand Turks of the Turks and Caicos, and then back to Miami with a couple sea days in there, which I love sea days. And
Same
so
here.
Rob's already booked on there with us and some other people that I don't want to mention right now. Sorry. Charlie, my cat, is right behind me. He's trying to scratch and get in front of the camera, but it's not picking it up from him up for some reason. You got to say hi to everybody. Come here. Say hi to everybody. Come here. Come say hi. Say camera. See? There it is. There. Getting it. Look right here. Look. See? The people. Say hi, peoples. He was just trying to scratch and get in the camera view. Every time
I
we go
see.
on the camera, he's always there trying to get in the camera, trying to get in live and stuff. It's okay. So Rob and I are booked on there, and a few others is already booked on this cruise, and we're hoping that Najuma might join us on this cruise. Again, it's not a group cruise, but you're all invited to come and hang out.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, Bobby, I know I have done group cruises. Is that what you're asking? What kind of question do you
Yes.
want to ask me, Bobby? I'll let you ask me any question about group cruises.
So, what is a benefit of booking in a group versus on your own?
The benefits?
Yeah.
Lots.
What's a benefit like some benefits?
Some of the benefits are, well, for one, you can the travel agent or the person who is booking the group cruise. So it doesn't have to be a travel agent. You can book a group on your own. There's Ananda there. She's trying to get by there very discreetly, but it didn't work, love. So anyway,
She was taking a little blurb here, shots there.
Rob, careful with your words on how you say that.
Well, I think she knew what I meant, and everyone else.
Are you
Little flash. bits and pieces.
Yeah, are you calling her a blob, Rob? Are you calling my wife a blob?
No.
You just said she looked like a blob going by, Rob. Hold on here. I'll turn the camera so you can go by.
Oh. I was seeing at you full.
See what? What, Rob? What are you saying? You see the what?
Okay, never mind.
Bobby's getting in trouble there, love. He's getting put in there somewhere. So actually, I forgot to mention. So this cruise that we're going on, it's Ananda's first cruise. It will also be Ananda's birthday cruise. Her birthday is September 11th, and so yeah, we'll be celebrating Amanda's birthday. She's turning 25, and I want to make sure she has a great birthday. We'll be in San Juan, Puerto Rico that night. Yeah, we'll be in Puerto Rico that night, and we got reservations at let's say Cucina del Capitano. I always get the name messed up, even though I've been there a couple times. I love it. Oh, one of my favorite restaurants on Carnival. So yeah, it'll be Nanda's birthday and her first cruise. So I'm all excited, Bob. So you were asking, Rob.
Like some of the benefits that you can get for like booking within a group.
Oh yeah, the benefits of booking a group cruise. So as I was saying, yeah, you don't have to be a travel agent to book a group. You have to have a minimum of 8 cabins and get them sold. And there is other things that come into play, but really that's a travel agent for your own knowledge part to throw in. But you don't really need to advertise and stuff. Small little things, but there's still perks. And then it also gives you the ability. So when you book a group, now I'm just going to go with Carnival, using Carnival as an example. They give you certain points that they'll allow you to use to, like, say, get onboard credits or strawberries, bottles of wine, parties, a few other things. And so that's one of the advantages of booking as a group. But like I said, you need a minimum of 8 cabins. And so yeah, there's what other things are great for you get group rates that are pretty much locked in and stuff. Give me 1 sec. I just want to say something to Aneta. I just wanted to let her know I wasn't sure she knew that we were live. She's sitting over there talking to the cat like he's going to talk back to her and stuff. And he's feeding them dinner. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, you get group rates and stuff like that. Some pretty good group rates. There's so many different things that you can get as a group. I myself, I love groups. I'm my favorite thing about cruising. I've only been on 2 cruises. Rob, you've been on more than me, although yours was always on non-group cruises.
Correct.
No, if you heard how I said that, Rob, it was non-group cruises because you've always gone with groups, family. How many have you sailed with? Like, if you don't mind asking. Oh, got a lot.
The highest would have been 3 plus 6.
So that's 9, Rob. So that would have been a group if you would have booked as a group. Oh,
no. Six in total.
Oh, so 6 in total. Oh, so if you would have gotten, like, little niece and nephew to come along, look at how she's doing this. She's thinking she's going to get by this camera without being seen. You think she would have come live with me, Rob? Right?
That's what you think.
She could have, but
she has the ability.
Could have, but she's in her pajamas.
That is her in her pajamas, so. Just for everybody to know, we're still doing renos here, so the house is all in disarray. So benefits of group cruise. I'm a social guy, Rob, as you know. I've been on a couple of cruises. The first cruise was March of 2022. I was by myself. and then the group cruise, which was in October of 2020. Wait a minute. Did I just say that?
2022.
Yeah. So then it would have been March? No, it would have been March
No,
of 2021. March of 2021 is when I went on my first cruise, and then October of 2022 was my group cruise. And I'm actually booked for Rob. I don't know if you know this. We're booked on officially 4 or 5 cruises, Rob.
Something like that.
I love your reaction. Oh, something like that.
Something like that.
You know. And a couple of them are group cruises. So I love the social aspect. My favorite thing is just going around, meeting new people, hanging out on ship. I'm not a big excursion person unless it's got to do with snorkeling and seeing the aqua life and going under the water and stuff. I'm also a foodie too, so Rob has us planned to go to a food thing on one of our cruises, so I look forward to that because I do like food. So yeah, on the ship as the group, you get to hang out and meet new people. A lot of them has got to do with their YouTubers, like we're doing right now. We're both YouTubers, and we get to meet a lot of people from the cruise community and amazing people. And I just love that part about it as well. Even if you're if you're not in a group cruise, but for the most part, as group cruises go, you get a lot of people in the cruise community, YouTubers coming on and being with that. So I do like that. I take over, Rob. You got to ask me some questions. You're the host.
Yep. So then of course, with the advantages of not booking through a group, are there any advantages to that?
Well, if you're the introverted type, and you're quiet and you just want to get on there and relax, you can do that. So my first cruise, it was out of Long Beach, California. It was a 7-day cruise on Carnival Panorama, going from Long Beach down to Cabo San Lucas, Mazatlan, and Puerto Vallarta. All 3 stops. I just got off the ship and walked a little bit and then got back on the ship. That was my thing. And so I was by myself, solo in a solo cabin, and I loved it. I'm not an introvert. I still like meeting people and stuff. So I was still able to, get out there and meet a lot of people, have some drinks and here and there. And but I also got to see a few YouTubers on that cruise, even though I was solo cruising. I get to see D&J from Pero DJ. I get to see Jason and Elisa from EECC Travels. Then I got to see, Robin and Steve from Robin and Steve's Adventures. Now, Jason and Elisa, they were having a group cruise themselves, actually, but I wasn't a part of that. So I still got to see how they were doing their group and everything, the activities and stuff. So I got to learn a lot about groups, and then so just seeing how they did their thing, and then being on my own group cruise, I seen the activities that we did on our group, and then watching a lot of YouTubers. I've learned a lot about groups, and I love either or. To me, for my own personal cruising adventures, I guess it doesn't matter to me. It's groups or non-groups or solo cruising. It's just all fun to me. Just one big social thing. How about you, Rob?
Well, for me, I've never done group cruise yet.
Yeah. Would you like to go on a group cruise?
Oh, nah.
No. Of course you do.
No.
What are you excited about going on your group cruise? You got a couple already booked already. What are you excited to experience in the group of it? Because you've been on your own, so
yeah. I would say more of the activities that the groups do, because of course groups they do groups, so they'll do like meet and greets, they'll do maybe some exchanges, some outings together, just different range. And each groups, I know they offer different things.
Yeah, for me, so when I was on my group cruise in October, You know, there was like 40 or 50 of them, and oh, what happened there, Bob?
Oh, I was trying to put you solo.
Oh, solo. No, you put
But
yourself solo, Bob. Anyway,
I
it's
put
okay.
myself
You know,
solo.
so on our cruise in October, there was like 40 or 50 of us, and then so I went on an excursion. The first one was stop was Aruba, and we went on an excursion with 4 other people. What happens in Aruba stays in Aruba.
Oh,
Good try, Rob. I know you're trying to get whatever happened, Rob. I just cannot say what it is. You know how that saying goes, man. Let's just say, Rob, there was a lot of fun, and there was lots of free rum punch on that. But it was a snorkel and snail. I'm already tongue tied from drinking, I guess. It was a snorkel and sail, and it was amazing, amazing time. There was 2 different spots. The first spot they took us to was a sunken ship. It was so cool with my GoPro. I got some GoPro footage, Rob. You still haven't seen it yet. I got a bunch of stuff from my group cruise that I haven't did mine. So I actually wanted to wait till everybody got their content out. So now I get to bring out my content later and use my content and just share what I did, what I experienced in Aruba. And no, Rob, you're not going to see the video that I have. What happens in Aruba stays in Aruba. So anyway, the first spot was, we were going to we anchored over this what do you call it? Sunken ship, an old warship or something, wartime ship. Anyway, that was beautiful. Lots of colorful fish and stuff. I got some footage there, and then we went into the shallow end, which was closer to the beach, and then got a bunch of fish there, and saw some boobies, and got some great footage there. And then we went back to the ship. But on the way back to the ship, they offered free rum punch. Whoop, whoop. all you can drink rum punch. And they had the music going, and some dancing. Yeah, it was fun, Rob. Rob, you gotta try the snorkel and sail with the free rum punch. They're lots of fun.
I just may have when I get Aruba.
Well, no, it's not just Aruba. Any of these excursions that have this free rum punch. I haven't been on all of them, but I can just imagine free rum punch. Can you just think about it? Free rum punch, Rob. All you can drink. Yeah. Let's just say the ending of the cruise was not memorable. The excursion was not memorable. Sorry, my cat's scratching. So yeah, but that was just 5 of us out of 50. So everybody else, did whatever they wanted to do. So in a group cruise setting, you don't have to do everything that's planned. Yes, the people that have it on that book the group itself, they do all the planning and stuff, but you don't have to do every little detail that they do. If you don't feel like it and you drank too much the night before and they're having a certain activity the next day, the bar crawl, and you're a little too hungover, hey, you don't have to go to the bar crawl if you don't want to, or the slot pull, or the strip. The drinking part. Yeah.
Now, Larry, let's keep it like PG level.
Yeah, PG. So, how many group cruises are you booked for right now, Rob?
1, 2, 2. Okay, what were the other ones?
Well, mine's not a group cruise, so I guess
yours.
Okay.
There's only 2.
Really? Let me see. I'm going to look in my Shipmates app here. For those that don't know, Shipmates is a great way to figure out who's going on what cruise on what time. It's a place where you get
if they choose to share it.
if they choose to share, of course. So I choose to share mine. So right now I'm booked on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cruises.
Yeah, but out of the 5, how many of them are a group?
1, 2. No, I still haven't deleted the Carnival Glory yet. I'm still holding on to hope that I might be able to make it.
Okay.
Yeah, Carnival Glory's October 29 is a group. And then the other one's the Harmony of the Seas, March 16th, 2025.
Yeah, there's only two of them are groups.
Then the Norwegian Epic, March 1st, 2025. The Icon of the Seas, February 22nd, 2025. Carnival Magic, September 8th, 2024. Carnival Glory, October 29th, 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a feeling there's going to be more added here soon.
Yep.
Because I'm now a travel agent that has access to a bunch of these things, because I don't want to really say that. Well, actually, I can say Cruise Brothers. I'm now with Cruise Brothers out of Florida, and they do a lot of cruises, as the name says. Cruise Brothers, and so they have a lot of group cruises. Right now they have 2 group cruises booked already. And actually, Rob, one of them I didn't get a chance before the show here to show you. One of them was a 4-day on Celebrity Equinox.
Oh.
Great rates, all inclusive, for great prices, but January of 2025. I'll have to show you after the show, Rob. That's the one that I was trying to get to show you and get you excited. It's a 4-day. It's only a 4-day, and I can't remember where it is. I think it's at a Fort Lauderdale. Celebrity Equinox, 4 days. I think it's going to Cozumel. One stop, I think it is. One stop, a full day in Cozumel and back. But it's with 2 DC days. And it's training. But the cool thing is, Rob, is just I'm trying to encourage you to get into this and stuff, is that you will be able to see the training. You know what I mean?
So for 4 days, so you're still missing a day somewhere.
No, it's a 4-day cruise. Sorry. It's a 4-day cruise. No, I see what you mean. Maybe it's a 2-day.
You're missing a day somewhere because.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because you have one CD on each end. That's 2.
Just give me
a day there. That's 3.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, so you're missing a day somewhere.
Seminar at Sea, it's called. January Celebrity. Here, Seminar at Sea. Seminar at Sea. January 11th through the 15th on Celebrity Silhouette. My apologies. Round trip Fort Lauderdale with full day in Cozumel. Seminars from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on the 2 sea days. Selling luxury, upselling clients, maximizing profits, and more. Inside and Ocean View are $671 per person, Rob.
Okay, before you go a little bit too far, I just want to say hello to someone who's just joined the chat. I'd like to say hello to Sal and Deb from
Speaking of, oh my gosh,
Destination Sal's, and
yes, we got to bow down to this. Speaking of, this guy, he knows his stuff.
He knows his
stuff.
Right, especially when it comes to Carnival.
He knows his Carnival stuff. That's right. Yeah, that's why I'm like, whoop, 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 whoop. Bow down to Sal. He's the man. So, Rob, I just wanted to quickly say that to you, and then we'll go back. Yeah, it's includes all drinks, Wi-Fi, and gratuities. So I was trying. Yeah. I was actually going to try to, while we're on here, I was going to try to talk you into maybe, try to do that as a group, Rob. Actually, Rob or Sal's with. Does he works with Carnival himself, or is it his
he works with Carnival himself, but he's not like a sales rep. Like you know how you call a call center?
I thought him and Debbie are travel agents.
No,
They sell travel.
they sell travel, but they're not like travel agents. They're PV something, if I'm correct. But sell correct if it. What's your title?
Or vacation planner.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, somebody else. I'll let you catch that.
Hello to Bill.
That's Bill. Another world traveler there.
And he just did a cruise on the Carnival Losha.
What? Carnival what?
One of the newest Carnival ships.
Vesna or whatever it's called now. I even get
the Vishna.
The newest one that just had the inaugural sailing and the naming ceremony with Jay Leno. Luminosa, Bob.
Luminosa.
Oh, Robbie, you're covering your mic. Oh, now it's hurting the ears, Bobby. Oh, and Sal put up something there. Carnival sponsors our channel, and we are a concierge company for Carnival. Cool. I actually was considering actually reaching out to Carnival myself, Rob, and seeing if they were hiring. I've only been on 2 cruises, and it's been with Carnival, and I actually like Carnival. I'm a budget traveler, and so I love what they offer, and I kind of like to promote Carnival. There's a lot of people out there that go on cruises because they like the luxury part of it, which is fine. I'm not, and Carnival's got a lot of great luxury product. If you want to spend the money to go into like a suite and stuff, they have some great product. I just like my inside cabin. Give me a couple drinks on the Lido, and give me the specialty dining, and I'll be the happiest cruiser out there. I'll go on any cruise you offer. I actually love Carnival's specialty dining. I've already experienced it, and I love it. Rob, you're still a virgin with Carnival.
And where I will get to experience it this upcoming fall.
You will. And I'm trying to make sure I can work it with you, Robbie. I'm still trying to figure out how I can make it, Rob. Actually, Ananda went on a tour of the hospital today. I don't know if you remember. She's looking into maybe taking some courses to work with the hospital. She might change her mind, though, because she found out it's a little strenuous. There's a lot of work, and it's a lab tech for blood work. And so there's a lot of strenuous work. So she might just drop it down to working as a medical receptionist. She loves the medical field and stuff, so she might do that.
And of course, Bill loves Carnival. He's been on.
Of course, Bill loves Carnival. You're right, he does. 41 Carnival cruises. Oh my gosh. Hey, Bill, can I borrow your sign and sale card for a couple of cruises here? Or actually,
Well, I would love to borrow Bill's, but maybe I would rather have Sal's.
Well, yeah.
Because I imagine he's been on quite a few.
No, I'm sure he has. Yeah, but I'm just wondering because he works for Carnival. How does that work? Because Carnival sponsors his channel, and they're a concierge company for Carnival. So I'm sure he just walks on and gets like me. He gets the people bowing down to him.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what's this? Bama Lola Lawn Adventures. I don't know that name. I'm gonna have to check them out after the show.
Yep. Hello, Blama, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Sal is saying, I love to try a different line, but never bit the hand that feeds you. And you, with the channel, I'm somewhat recognized on the ship. Yeah, I imagine you would be.
I've never met
Last
Sal
thing,
before, but I'm pretty sure if I was walking on a Carnival ship, I would be able to pick out him and Debbie on the ship.
and of course, then he goes, last thing I want is me on social media on another line. Yeah,
Yeah, that's like
it probably wouldn't look too
what's his
good.
name with Royal? I think is it Royal or Har Travel? Yeah, yeah, it wouldn't look good like him going on a Carnival cruise.
Could you just imagine
Yeah.
John Heald
Oh my gosh, I could not
jumping
picture
on,
him
say,
on anything but
a
Carnival. No
Norwegian
way.
or a Royal or some other
No,
cruise line?
I can't wait to meet him one day.
Oh, I
John,
would love to meet him.
John's kind of like a hero to me. I just love how he does his Facebook stuff and the brand and all that kind of stuff. I just love how he does all that kind of thing. He's perfect for Carnival in my opinion. Plus, Carnival treats us very well on board. Hey Rob, next time if we get forever on a Carnival ship, we got to hang out with Sal and Debbie.
Yeah, well, Sal and Debbie are pretty nice people. They've already sent me like 2 shirts.
Yeah, I've been on their channel before, not live or anything, but I've checked out their channel. Of course, I follow a lot of channels, so I can't keep up with every little thing. Oh, Rob,
Yep.
Bama, you got a couple people that you're missing here. I'm going to let you catch them first before I go down to say something about one other person.
Yep. Caught you.
Emma.
Hello, Emma. What? One of my friends. You know, Chris.
Yeah.
That's his fiance.
Oh, hi, Emma. Nice to meet you. Emma, we are trying to get Chris and you guys to come on a cruise. There's a cruise happening on Carnival's Magic in September of 2024. It's a really great price. Just saying, if you're interested, reach out. I can get you on there. So yes, so this is Sean Whitecross. This is my wife Ananda's great friend. We're actually going to be staying with him for a few days in a couple of weeks. So Sean lives in Victoria, and we're actually going to be staying with Sean because Dewey Mitch. Everybody knows Dewey Mitchell. Yeah, on Dewey's Destinations.
I don't know Dewey. Who's
No,
this Dewey
of course
guy?
not. So he's cruising on was it Queen Mary 2? I think it is. I don't know why. I don't usually keep up with the luxury cruise lines. I do and I don't, but I do the lower cruise lines. Anyway, that's just the way I say it. So yeah, he's going on a 10-day cruise out of Vancouver, which is where I am from. Everyone, just in case you don't know, I'm Canadian. So yeah, he's going on a 10-day cruise up to Alaska, and one of his last stops is in Victoria, which is where my friend Sean lives. So we're going to be staying with Sean for a few days and have some great fun, and then we're going to meet up with our friend Dewey, and we're going to show Dewey around Victoria. I hope I know it will be. I guarantee you it will be a great time. We're going to show Dewey a great Canadian welcome. So yeah, that's my friend Sean. So I just wanted to say, yeah, Carnival Magic Bill, September 8th through 15th on Carnival Magic out of Miami. It's going to Amber Cove, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Grand Turk. And going back to Miami with a couple sea days. And so, yeah, it's going to be my wife Ananda's 25th birthday. And we'll be celebrating in Puerto Rico. So, yeah. Okay, what do we got going on now?
Let me talk to up here. Let me talk to Chris. To Chris, and I will let you know.
Yes, so I've already met Chris even on live. So I think Chris would be awesome to go on there. He's got a great sense of humor, and he's always making fun of me, Rob.
Yeah, well, you know the nickname he gives you.
Oh, I can't remember. What's he call me?
Comedian.
Yeah, the comedian.
Because you're a very funny guy.
Carnival celebration, January 14th. Sal, I am always open to hearing prices and everything about cruises because I'm very, very spontaneous. Very. And if the thing opens up where I can say, you know what, I'll jump on a plane. Because actually, Rob, by the way, I just looked at another thing, and I think it was this one here, the January cruise that I was just telling you about with the celebrity, that the price from Vancouver down to Fort Lauderdale was $379 return.
Nice.
Return, Bob. That's a great price for you guys that are down in America. $379 from Vancouver all the way down to Miami and Fort Lauderdale and all that kind of stuff. That's a steal, especially with the prices of flights going on right now. So he's saying January 14th, Rob. Sal's got a group cruise, and I imagine his groups are quite large as well.
Yeah, I would imagine his groups are very large.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to step away. I'll just turn the camera off. I won't turn it. I'm having a beer right here in the fridge. I'm still here, Rob.
Okay, that's good. Good to hear.
I needed a beer.
Um,
There we go. Sorry about that. I needed a beer. I'm all out. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Oh, wait. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, my God. You had 700 cabins last year? Holy moly. Oh, my gosh. We were talking about group cruises, Rob. You know what? Sal should be up here instead of me. He's got 700 cabins. We did 50 on our group.
Yeah, well, if Sal would like to come on up for a little bit, or however long you want, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome, Sal. Just let me know. I'll send you the link.
You know what, Sal? I'm going to reach out to you here after the show, and I just want to know the prices and stuff. Yeah. And you hook us up. And, I am a TA, so I can get different prices as a lot of people, but I still would be interested in know. You never know. Rob and I are both spontaneous cruise bookers.
Mm-hmm.
This is a smaller one, maybe 75 to 100 cabins. Cabins. Listen to those words that he's talking about, Rob. Cabins. Most of them are not solo. Most cabins are at least double occupancy.
At least two people.
Wow. So, and I know how things happen from a travel agent perspective, Rob, or the booking perspective, and so I can imagine what he can offer all of his guests. Like he's kind of like the super travel agent in a sense with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be Angel line rate, yeah, but also the group parties, handouts, etc. That, yeah, the swag bags as they call them, yeah. The perks, yeah. You know what, Rob? I've only really sold Carnival, and I'm gonna keep plugging Carnival. They're amazing, but I don't want to knock down other cruise lines either. For one, I haven't been on them. But I do know for things like what we're talking about, like for group cruises, which is what your show is all about tonight, they do give out great perks for their groups, man.
Yeah, and so I just sent you the link in case if you do wish to join us.
Yeah. In case you're wondering, Rob, Sal put down the bottom there, it's interline. You'll get the interline rate, which is a travel agent rate.
Correct.
Yeah. For me, and so if I book a cruise, Rob, say I book Sal's cruise, I can bring you along with me. You will get that rate as well. Yeah. So it'll pay to be my friend, Rob. You know what I mean? Like it's like you're paying for friendship.
Yeah.
Wait, what is this? 11th through the 15th. So that goes right into that one there. How you say it? So his is the 14th. I want to know Sal. You must know it, Rob. You're friends with Sal. Well, I'm friends with Sal too, but
Yeah,
I don't get to see everybody's.
I don't know what the rates are. And there we hold our friend Sal.
Hey guys,
There he is.
I'm at a restaurant, so you're going to hear some music in the background.
Love
Okay.
the shirt, Sal. Love the shirt. Orange.
That's okay. I'm not monetized.
I got my family with me.
Oh,
Deb.
Hello, Deb. How are you?
Hi, Deb.
My in-laws.
Hello. Sal, finally get to meet you in person. So now I get to say hi to you. My name's Larry, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Larry.
And I do want your information for your group cruise. Seriously.
Yeah, let me know. I'm happy to have you guys.
Yeah. Are you in Florida?
No, I'm in Ohio.
Ohio?
The armpit of America. Don't ever come. You'll be trapped here, and it's not worth it. I met my wife here 27 years ago, and I've been stuck here ever since.
Oh, I'm gonna cry, man. That's so nice.
We're here until our parents go. I've been putting stuff in their coffee every day, but so far it hasn't worked.
It's almost like what I am here, trying to do the same thing with my mother-in-law here, man.
You know, I tell that joke so often. One day they're going to get really bad food poisoning, and I'm going to get the knock at the door from the local sheriff. You've made this joke one too many times.
Yeah. And then try to get out of that.
Right?
So, Sal, I wanted to ask you, you were explaining there earlier, you are, like, I still couldn't figure out what your position with Carnival, because I always knew you worked for Carnival.
I don't work directly for Carnival.
You don't?
My wife used to be the vice president of Carnival Honeymoons.
Oh,
and then she retired when I got sick about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And we just have a really unique relationship with Carnival. We had kind of an in because of the business we've done with them in the past and my wife. So I'm not directly employed by Carnival. I guess the best way to say it is I'm a glorified travel agent that only works with Carnival. I have a contract with Carnival, and we handle just specific customers.
Awesome. Because I'm a fairly new travel agent myself. I work with Cruise Brothers and stuff. So yeah, I look to someone like you as you probably sold millions of dollars in cruises. So I'm just starting out.
It's selling travel is a lot of fun. It can also be hectic sometimes, especially if you have something go wrong while one of your customers is, out in the way, they get denied boarding or something. I mean, we've had times where we have, for instance, just a couple of years ago, I had a gentleman from New Jersey, and the day before his cruise, he realized he left his birth certificate at home. So we flew to New Jersey and then flew down to Florida to get him his birth certificate. I'm not saying you're going to ever have to do that, but it can be the most rewarding, but can also be very challenging at times.
Well, I started in 2020 with a Canadian company up here, and nothing started up here. But there's a lot of things that happened and didn't happen, blah blah blah, and so nothing didn't work out for me up here. So, but during the pandemic, oh my gosh, like the phone calls, the long waits on online and stuff. And people were complaining like, oh gosh, I waited an hour on that phone. Yeah, well, you weren't some of these travel agents that spent 8-9 hours on the phone trying to fix your problem.
Look at the upside. We had thousands of bookings that we were already paid on that now we owed commissions back to Carnival because none of them were sailing.
None of them were sales. That's great.
Years worth of work deleted the second Carnival shut down. So, and Carnival initially protected the commissions, but then people were rebooking and they only protected the very first commission. So you were doing years of worth of work for free. It was rough.
I just wanted to say, because I've always saw you as a Carnival employee, and ever since I went on my first cruise, Carnival Panorama, March 2021, I fell in love with Carnival. That Carnival is my product. That's the way I love to cruise, everything that they offer. Now, the only thing I didn't like, and I'm okay saying this because I've already shared it in some of the groups. I was a cook for 20 years, same like Rob. We're both cooks. I understand how restaurants work, and everybody raves about the main dining room, which is really good food. It's amazing food, but you're not going to get an $80 steak for free in a main dining room. So it's not going to be the same as my $80 steak if I go to a restaurant in New York, right? Well,
Sure, you're going to go. If you want a good steak, you're going to have to go to the steakhouse.
So for me, the MDR is kind of like, it's good. Like my wife, she eats to eat. I eat food because I'm a food critic kind of deal, right? So I wasn't too impressed with the MDR food, but the specialty dining, oh my gosh, they're perfect.
Carnival really made a leap up there with the specialty dining. I tell people that the main dining room, years ago, it used to be 4 or 5 stars.
Yeah.
And then Carnival they took the traditional menu, which was the 4 or 5 stars on one side of the page, and then they went to an American menu on the other side of the page. And then the whole thing kind of became an American menu. Yeah. So what I tell our clients is that the main dining room is an upscale dining experience compared to what you're going to get at home.
Of course, totally, yeah.
Consider the specialty dining rooms or the steakhouse. That's where you're going to find. But I will say this, and we were just talking about this on our channel the other day because Royal Caribbean came up, and one of the moderators of our Facebook group just went on his very first Royal Caribbean cruise, and he was very unimpressed with the food on Royal Caribbean. Now, I've never been on Royal Caribbean, so I can't say myself.
Same here.
But I'll say this. Going back to my relationship with Carnival, before I say this, is that I probably have the most unique relationship with Carnival. When I'm on board, I'm considered crew. So while I'm not a W-2 employee with Carnival, my relationship with Carnival is very unique. And I get to see a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff, which is really what our channel started out as, tours of like engine rooms and bridges and things where you couldn't get to. And it's still what we specialize in. But I will say this, and the reason why this came up is, if you were to walk down onto the docks, and next time you board a cruise, look down and you'll understand what I'm about to say is, when you're on Carnival and you watch them loading the docks, you're going to see Omaha steaks, Dole fruit, everything's going to be name brand. To the other cruise lines, which I have done, you're going to see that all the food is off-brand food. Royal Caribbean doesn't buy anything name brand. And my family's also been in the restaurant business for many years. My son actually went to the Culinary Institute of America in New York City, culinary school. And I don't care how good of a cook you have, if you're not working with good product, I can't see the food quality being the same. And like I said, I've never been on Royal Caribbean, so I don't want to bash Royal Caribbean. I just know what I've seen as far as the products that they're using on board.
Yeah. Now, for the average person, the MDR is an amazing product. It really is. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to bring it down. I know how food costing is. You're not going to get an $80 steak on a $300 cruise.
Right.
You're not. They're not going to serve that. They're not going to make no money, right? So you can't go into the MDR thinking, oh, I'm going to get this kind of a product. You're not. But it's still great. It's still like my wife she's going to go crazy over the food.
I'll tell you a funny story about the main dining room. I always think it's funny when I hear people getting off a Carnival cruise and they complain about how bad the food was because of that experience. Like these two, my in-laws. I took them on a cruise a couple of years ago, and at the end of the cruise, they were saying how dissatisfied they were with the food. And they were eating McDonald's while they were saying that.
Oh.
Now, are these the type that likes to put ketchup on their steaks?
Right?
No. I don't want to put down anybody. This isn't about putting anybody down. It's just economics. That's the way it's going to be, and that's why I love people saying, "Well, why would you pay for the extra?" Well, obviously, I'm paying the extra because I'm getting a little bit better quality food because I'm paying extra, and that's what they're gonna do. And I love the steakhouse. My first night is the steakhouse. I just love going to the steakhouse. I haven't tried the, what do you call it, teppanyaki yet. That's one of the things I'm going to try. And I wasn't a big sushi person before, so now next time when I go on, I'm going to try the teppanyaki and the sushi place. And well, I'm already booked on Cucina del Capitan, which is one of my favorites.
Now, since you mentioned teppanyaki, so please tell me that's on the Glory.
Debbie and we've gone on cruises where they have a sushi restaurant, and we've not gone to the main dining room all. We've just had sushi every night. Carnival has really stepped up their dining choices when it comes to other choices besides. Now, granted, you have to pay for them, for most of them anyway, but, you know, you get that experience. At first I thought, you know, I didn't like, you know, you go into Mardi Gras and you got Rudy Sea Grill and you got Steakhouse and, you know, you got all these things you have to pay for. And I initially thought, you know, I didn't really care for it because cruising has always been, you know, all-inclusive, especially with Carnival. But then, you know, you start to realize that those things that were all-inclusive are still there. You can still do them. These are just additional options if you want that extra dining experience. So, and I've been very pleased with it.
I really don't have any complaints about Carnival whatsoever. It's like, I think some people put too big of expectations for what they're getting, like what they're paying for. You know, I'm paying $200. I should get $1,000 cruise. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. You're getting a great price for everything you're getting on there, man. It's amazing. Like I'm a Carnival fan, and I'm not saying it because of you, Sal. That's the way I've always been.
I think it's really any line. I think people get on there and they just expect, you know, I tell people that cruising is the cheapest and most expensive vacation you'll ever take because literally you're paying the price of, let's face it, like a Red Roof Inn.
Yes, you are.
For that price, you're getting your transportation, you're getting all your food, your entertainment, all included. So, you know, I tell people, look, if you get a bedroom that's really nice, you've gotten your money's worth. You know, everything else on board is just a bonus.
Yeah. I'm also an interior guy. I like interiors. I don't need a balcony. I experienced a balcony back in October. I'm from Canada, so any heat is way too hot for us. So going out in the balcony is a little bit too hot for me. Yes, I went out there a couple times at night and where the cool, fresh breezes are, but I like those interior cabins. They're just perfect for me. Now, of course, you know, Sal, you can hook me up with like a suite or anything like that, buddy. You know, I'll slide some stuff towards.
I'll tell you a story in a minute, but I do most of my filming at night, so the interior for me is great because during the day it's pitch black and I can sleep off the hours from working at night.
Yep.
I'll tell you a funny story, and then I got to get going. This is probably about 15, 20 years ago. So we stopped down at in Miami, and this is back when my wife was still with Carnival Honeymoons, and we decided we were going to go into the corporate office, and we bought donuts from this great donut place. Do you remember the name of that donut place?
No, but it was fantastic.
We bought like 15 dozen donuts, and we brought them all to the corporate office, and we were going on, I think it was the Fantasy that morning, and we had bought the last cabin available on the ship. Was the cheapest interior cabin, had upper and lower berths. It was the last thing available. So one of our donuts ended up in Mickey Arison's hand. We get to the cruise line, and we get to the ship, and we go to give our bags to the porter, and they look at our tag and say, "Oh, you're Mr. and Mrs. Patera. I can't check you in on this cruise." And we're like, "What did we do? We did something wrong." The butler comes out.
Oh, nice.
And carries all of our bags. Mickey gave us his private suite.
Oh, man.
The Mickey suite on the Fantasy, which of course doesn't exist anymore, it wasn't on any of the deck maps, but it was a 2,200 square foot apartment that wrapped the entire way around the Lido deck, overlooking the pool. And I'll tell you, it was the most amazing. When you are gifted the owners of the cruise line suite, they don't say no to anything. Like, for instance, we were having dinner the first night with the captain, and two things came out that dinner other than just great conversation. I had mentioned to the captain, "Hey, it would sure be nice to get down into the engine room." And the captain says to me, "Oh, no, after September 11th, you know, they can't get into the engine room."
No.
My wife mentioned that her favorite dessert on Carnival was the Grand Marnier souffle. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. We had 2 Grand Marnier souffles.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And the next morning, after we got back from breakfast, the chief engineer was waiting outside of our captain, and he says, "Come on, you get to go to the engine room." They just didn't want to say it in front of the other passengers.
No, of course, you can't say it in front.
I'll find pictures and post them online somewhere. But it was the most cool experience ever. You got to go down through I-95, which is our crew area on board. And then there's another level below that. And then when we got to the hatch that on the ground, like a hatch you see like a military vessel has like the round thing you got to unscrew, and a guard with an M16 guarding that hatch to go down into the engine room to see these giant engines made by Ferrari.
Yeah, wow.
Auxiliary, we got to literally go down and touch the main pipe that was like spinning the propeller before they got the azipods.
So, Sal, may I ask, are you looking for any new friends?
Say this. That donut was very well invested. I've never had that experience on Carnival since.
Well, actually, I was just meeting. Sal, what's your favorite donut?
But it was definitely a very good expense. That was,
Yeah.
It's funny because, not to be boastful, but I would leave the cabin door open, and people would wander in thinking it's like another deck on the ship, just so no, this is my private apartment on board. This was way young in my cruise career.
I understand you fully, totally. Well, it's been nice meeting you. I hope to see you on the Lido one day. I really will. I really want to meet you one day.
I'd love to have you guys on there.
And before you go out, what is the one thing that you have to do on the Glory?
One thing you have to do on the Glory?
Glory.
Well, the Glory's my favorite ship.
Oh.
Let's see.
Conquest class.
Well, see, it's different for me because I know the entire crew in the Glory is all really close friends of mine because I travel the Glory regularly. I don't think there is one thing to do over top of anything else on a cruise ship. I tell all my customers when they ask me that question is that there's really not one. You just try everything. And I always tell people to keep in mind the only person who can make your cruise go bad is you. Because when you're on a cruise ship, you're literally on a floating city, which means picture going to like Disney World. You're going to deal with hotel people. You're going to deal with different restaurants. You're going to deal with different entertainment people. And if you're wandering around Orlando at Disney World, you're sure to find something during your vacation that you don't like. Yeah. The only difference on a cruise ship is you all relate it to just the ship. And it's really not like that. You're going to find things that you don't like when you're on board. Don't worry about those things. Just don't do them again. And focus on the things that you do like. And you'll have a great vacation.
Yep.
So I answer the question, I don't know. Because for me, it's hanging out with my friends. That's I go into Glory, I'm always hanging out with my friends.
That's exactly the way I would have said it, Sal. Yeah.
And in one of your streams before, if it wasn't a stream, it was one of the videos, you mentioned that.
Can't hear you breaking up. Mic, Rob.
You mentioned about going down to customer service and complaining. That doesn't help you. That doesn't help you. That doesn't help you.
That is my biggest beef with customers on board a cruise ship. People that treat our guest services like they're second-class citizens. When you find something you don't like, I challenge anybody listening to this. On your next cruise, go spend an hour and just sit in those chairs by guest services and listen to how people talk to our crew members. You get so much more with Honey than you do by going there and cursing them out. These people for 12 to 13 hours a day have one job, and that's to make your cruise the best it can be. They know there's things that are going to go wrong. If you find that, there's a piece of lint in the door of your door jamb, you're not going to get money off your cruise. Everybody demands money. No matter what happens, I want money. I want an onboard credit. Just let the small stuff go and treat the guest service people like you would want to be treated. That is my biggest pet peeve on any cruise is how people treat our guest services staff. Whether it's Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Disney, it doesn't matter. Those people at that desk are there for the sole purpose to make you have a fantastic cruise.
I used to have a different outlook on the tipping part and the gratuities and stuff. There's no ifs, ands, or buts that I will be paying the gratuities beforehand and giving extra. Like I actually still have in my wallet right now. I still got about $30 in ones that I just love just throwing them. They deserve it. Like, oh my God.
Let
Like
me
my
let
very
me
first
throw this out there.
Oh my God, I miss him
Get
so
going.
much.
My wife's getting a little antsy, but let me throw this out there. And this is something that I've never said publicly. Oh, we're getting ready to go, honey. I've never said it publicly, and it's definitely not something that Carnival would approve of me of saying. So this is coming from me personally. And my friends at guest services will never say this publicly. When you go to guest services and you say, I prefer to tip in cash, can you remove my gratuities? We know that 98% of you are never going to tip a single
Never
dime.
going to tip the other. Yeah, you're right.
We know you're full of crap. Is there an exception to that rule? There is. There are some people that will tip cash. But we know far and wide, when you go there and take that gratuity off, we know you're just being cheap. These crew members are there all day long, every day. You will never go out in real life anywhere and have 3 meals a day and spend less than $15 a day in tips. It's just that simple, let alone everything you're getting over top of your meals. So leave the gratuity. Pay the gratuity. These guys work so hard. You know, most of them live in countries where money is scarce and they're sending their entire paychecks home to support their families. So, but yeah, we know that you're not going to tip when people say, you know, I'm going to remove my gratuity.
That's right. I
Yeah.
will never remove them, and they'll always get extras, especially my rooms. I love my room stewards. I love how they treat me. Oh,
And I want to say that again before I go. That doesn't come from Carnival. That comes from me based upon my
your
experience.
own personal thoughts, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we know that most people that say they're going to do that are never going to leave a dime. So next time
You're well respected, Sal. You're well respected. Thanks for saying
Very
that.
well.
next time you're looking at a guest service person in the face and saying, I'm paying my tips in cash, can you move this? And you have no intention of doing it, keep in mind that person knows exactly what you're doing.
Yep.
You might as well not lie. You might as well go up there and say, hey, I'm not tipping. All right, fellas. Thanks for having me.
Nice meeting you, Sal. You have a great
Thank you.
night. Nice meeting your family. Bye, Deb.
Talk to you soon.
There he is.
Yeah,
You're back.
there he is.
Howdy, y'all.
You're back at the hotel, Kenny?
I'm actually in Medford, Oregon. I'm at the hotel in Medford that we stayed at before I
Yeah,
went.
because you're there until actually today. You're supposed to leave today, aren't you?
Well,
No, the 20th. I think.
huh? No, I actually leave to head back to South Carolina. I mean, not South Carolina, North Carolina. I leave on the 21st.
21st. That's what it is. 5 days.
It's really late at night. They call it the red
eyes, Kenny.
Yeah. It's Oregon time. It's at like 8:30 at night, I think it is, but I gotta be there 2 hours prior to that.
Yeah.
So,
You and Troy.
well, actually, I'm gonna be flying by myself. So because he actually don't fly out until the 22nd. See what it is? I fly out that Wednesday night.
Yeah.
My flight leaves Portland, Oregon, and heads straight into
North Carolina.
Charlotte.
Oh,
North
Charlotte,
Carolina.
yeah.
Charlotte, North Carolina, but it doesn't get into Charlotte until like 6:30, 7 o'clock the next morning.
Good morning. Now, do you have somebody meeting you there and everything, right? I'm assuming.
Hopefully, Amber or Scott.
Uh-oh. I'm sure one of them will. Well, though she works overnights, doesn't she?
Well, here's the thing: when they both work third shift.
Yeah.
Hey, Cruise Vet.
Hi, Cruise Vet.
Hi, Mike.
They like to sleep. Okay. Well.
Oh, one of those things.
So, you know, when
I understand the
she
sleep.
works,
Kenny.
she works 3 to 11. Okay.
Yeah.
But when she comes home from work, she does her chores at night and stays up
Oh,
all night long
Hmm.
and doesn't go to bed until he comes home around somewhere between 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning from his work, because he works from 11 until about 7:15 in the morning.
So you may have to stay at the airport until someone come get you.
I'm hoping that she remembers, because
Come on.
and she usually doesn't go to bed until right when he comes home. She goes to bed. They go to bed around about the same time, but they sleep all day long, and I'm sitting there by myself doing my own thing.
Partying and hanging out with the peeps and
Now I will admit I have slept up until at least 11:30 myself, but usually
Speaking
I'm
of
up.
that, sorry, Kenny. Somebody just shared a photo of Kenny sleeping the other day.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
see that, Rob? Somebody shared the famous photo of Kenny having a little nap.
Yeah, that was at the Oregon meetup, and let me tell you, I had a blast.
You look like you were having an amazing time, Kenny. Laughing. Oh,
Tim from Time for Exploring,
yeah.
he's got one short video of me cracking up.
Yes, I saw it.
and what it is, my dad says some of the funniest. It's the way my dad words it.
Okay, yeah.
He says, "I got to get ready to get off of here."
Yes, there. Okay, yeah.
And then Troy S is thinking
Instigating.
something in his mind. I can see that image in his mind getting off.
Yeah, getting off. Yeah, we know that, Kenny. And then Kenny couldn't stop laughing. It kept going and going and going.
I know, and I knew when I looked at Troy S. I said,
Yeah.
I know, and that's when I could not keep a straight face at the way my dad was doing it. Because I knew what Troy S. was thinking. I knew exactly what Troy S. was thinking.
We love those kind of videos. Any videos of Kenny laughing, share them. So you had a great time there, Kenny.
I had a blast. I enjoyed getting to meet people that I've never met before. I got to meet him for the first time, like
Benita Travels.
Now I met her before.
Bernay was there.
Tim Time, and then Tim from Mo Bang for your bucks.
Yep.
And I got to eat some of his good old egg rolls. Mo Bang for your bucks.
Yeah,
egg rolls.
you were getting some good food. You got a lot of taste tests up there.
Yeah, what it is, I've been popping videos left and right.
Yeah, you have. You've been busy.
And I've been uploading them as I go along. Because, see, I don't trust technology very well.
No.
And it's failed me so many times. And see, what I'm afraid of, if I don't get it out there as soon as I do the video, I'm afraid I'll lose that footage and won't be able to get that footage back. So,
you have somebody doing your editing for you?
Huh?
Or you have somebody doing your editing for you?
I don't really edit my videos, to be honest with you.
Really? Good job at recording them that you don't have to edit them. Oh my gosh. I wish I could do that.
Well, you know,
we're on you, Kenny. We just take what you give us. So it's it's not we're not looking for this, high-end budget film that,
Yeah. I personally, when I post them, I don't normally edit them. And usually if I need a video edit, I usually get somebody to help me out with that.
Yeah.
Because my mind just cannot process on how to do that.
I struggle with that too.
And I've got videos now I need to put out, and I can't figure out how to see what it is. I want to make it into one video, but I can't figure out how to put the two videos
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
together.
You know, I still haven't even touched my video from our cruise in October. I still got all that stuff to edit and put into a video. Yeah.
And I've had people try to show me how to do it, but it's like it went over my head.
Sorry. Yeah, the TV's quite loud. Sorry about that, guys.
I would have
That's
been
okay.
here. I would have been here sooner, but this fella was taking a nap, and I just woke up not too long ago. So
Well, Kenny's good for another 8 hours.
It's 8:11.
8:11, Kenny.
8:11.
We're on the same time zone, Kenny. Look at
8:11,
that. We're on the same
yes.
time zone.
But see, I'm used to Eastern Standard Time.
You are.
So
Yeah.
I did not know exactly what time you actually started the stream.
Yeah, 10 o'clock, which would have been 7 o'clock our time, Kenny.
Then 7:00 Eastern.
Yes, that's right. No, 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. So on the West Coast, there's 3
Okay.
hours difference.
Oh, yeah. There's 3 hour difference. Yeah, 3 hours. So, okay, so yeah, that'd be 10 o'clock. Okay, yeah,
That's
10
right.
o'clock.
Yeah, right now it's 11:12 on the East Coast right now.
It's 11. Yeah, 11. Yeah, 11:12 on the East Coast. Yeah. So anyway, I saw you was having a good conversation about group cruises.
Yeah, I was actually just going to say this, Kenny. Hey, Rob, Kenny's been on a group cruise.
Yes, he has. And
Yes.
what's your experience on group cruises?
What's my experiences on group cruises?
How did you like them? Did you like them?
I loved it. I loved it so good that I have my own group cruise coming up.
What's that, guys? I have a Charlie horse on my leg. Oh, sorry. Keep talking.
I loved my group cruise so much that I actually booked my own group cruise back in
A couple months ago.
a couple months ago, back in March.
You said you have your own group cruise?
Yeah.
See, Rob, he's not even a TA. He's booking group cruises. See? Eh?
I had my own group cruise. And speaking of group cruise, if anybody is interested, it is November the 11th through the 16th, 2023, going out of Charleston, South Carolina on the Carnival Sunshine, going to Nassau, Bahamas, and Half Moon Cay. And it is called, right now, I think I'll have to get a hold of Crystal. But good night, Najuma.
Good night, Najuma.
I'll have to get a hold
Good
of
night,
Crystal.
Najuma.
But we're trying to come up with a unique name for it besides the Ford Man and Destinations Delight group cruise. Anyway, because she had a couple of entries. But anyway, if anybody's interested in booking this cruise, get a hold of Destinations Delight at destinationsdelight96@gmail.com. And she can hook you right up for all your booking needs. I think we have most of our cabins are interior. I think we have 4 or 5 cabins already booked, but hey, Plum Travelers, Larry.
Yep.
You need to put November the 11th through the 16th.
Oh, November the 11th to the 16th. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's November the 11th through the 16th. Yeah, it's a 5-day cruise, and believe it or not, it is also a Helping Hands for Cruising cruise as well. So we are looking for a recipient to go on this cruise. So if anybody knows anybody that has never cruised before in their life, whether it be due to a disability or a financial situation or whatever it may be that has hindered a person from being able to go and enjoy a once in a lifetime cruise vacation, to be able to go on this cruise, get a hold of. Make sure that one of the rules is the person cannot has not has to have never been on a cruise, and you cannot nominate yourself, and you cannot nominate a family member. That is a couple of rules. You can go to helpinghandsforcruising.org, that website, and it will show you information in there on how to nominate a person. And that is the number 4, by the way, helpinghandsforcruising.org. And there's information in there, and it will show you how to nominate a person. And it's like you take like a 2 to 3 minute video about the person as to why you think that person would be a good recipient and so forth, and just and then just send that video to that website, and then the board members of the Helping Hands will vote on it and go from there. So but anyway, we're looking for a recipient. I'd love to see a recipient go on this cruise. Would love to be able to see that person enjoy that exact same experience that I got to experience on my very first group cruise. And as y'all know, I was the very first recipient on the very first inaugural Helping Hands for cruising group cruise. So,
And I was honored to be on that cruise with you, Kenny.
It was a pleasure and honor to finally. I know we've been talking back and forth online like this, but it was a pleasure and honor to get to meet you.
I wanted to mention this because I haven't said this to you before. I don't know if you remember that I wanted to be there when you seen the ocean. I never got to see it. But that video that Donovan created for you, and when he took you to that ocean, man.
Yes.
That is one of my favorite YouTube videos, man. And seriously, it is, Kenny.
Yes, I can imagine. Speaking of ocean, me and Troy.
Oh, you went to the ocean there, yes.
Me and Troy S. We are going to see me and Troy S. has never seen the Pacific Ocean.
Okay, Kenny, you got to do me a favor.
Yes.
I don't know. You didn't put your foot in the water in the Caribbean, did you?
No.
Okay, because I was going to say you might want to try to put your foot in the ocean here because it's cold.
It's real cold.
It's really cold, Kenny. So. Wow. So you're going to see the Pacific Ocean.
Yes, and we're going to go see the Redwoods Forest tomorrow.
You make sure Troy gets a video of you doing whatever you're doing. I'm not getting you to go in the water, Kenny, because it is quite cold. It's very cold.
Yeah.
Numbing cold.
But yeah, it's a great experience. And
you're not too far because you're in Portland. No, you're in Medford. You're still only about an hour, not even an hour's drive from the ocean right now, I think.
Yeah. I'm at a Holiday Inn Express, by the way. So
I love Holiday Inn Expresses. I get memberships with them. Yeah.
yeah.
I've never been there, and I really want to get down to visit you, Kenny. But we're doing all these renovations here, and
I understand.
I'm going to see Dewey here in a couple of weeks over in Victoria, so I just couldn't work it into going down to Oregon. Yeah, I wanted to. I really, 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 really wanted to. And then when I saw Troy's video of you guys driving down there on the highway, I just pictured myself hanging out in the truck with you. And
I tell you, it's never a dull moment hanging out with Troy. Yes.
No, you guys look like you guys are like two peas in a pod hanging out, man.
Especially when he comes up with some of the.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's like you have all kinds of like big brothers with you, Kenny.
And I'm very thankful for him allowing me to be able to.
I am so grateful and thankful for him for helping you to do it. You deserve it, Kenny. You deserve
it. This helps me get out and see the world a little bit, and
it helps. It helps for you to grow, Kenny, to get you to see a lot more out there. You know.
Yeah. Besides being stuck in one area, you know what I mean.
You know? And God is putting you out there to show you those things and gives you that opportunity to go out there. I always wanted to go on a missions trip. I always did, but I had the outlook of looking at mission trip. I was going to change the world, and I needed to change the people so they can have a better life. No, that's not what it is. It's what we learn. Whenever we experience and wherever we go in this world, we're going to experience life. And it's for us to experience, not about us going to help and change people's lives. It is kind of, but it's about whenever we go on, like I say, a trip like you're doing, Kenny, it's about you learning and getting all these things. And that's why I love travel. That's why I do what I do here, right?
Right.
And now you're doing it, and I actually love seeing you travel, Kenny, because you don't really have the full ability to be able to get out there and travel the world and be on a cruise ship, right?
No.
Oh, by the way, the next time I go on a cruise with you, we're gonna have a race. Okay, just so you know. I just wanted to let you know that.
Yeah,
what kind of race?
Rob, Kenny can freaking fly down those hallways. He actually walks faster than me, Kenny.
Yeah.
And he's in a walker.
Hello, cruising is fun anytime.
Hey, cruising is fun. I believe that is Cheryl. I believe, is that correct?
It is.
I can't remember. Okay. Cheryl. Okay.
Yes.
Hi, Cheryl.
I know that there's cruising is fun anytime, and then there's one that's there's another one.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, and there's Lorraine. Hi, Lorraine.
Hey, Lorraine. But anyway, I'm just thankful to be able to go and see different things. I mean, it's awesome.
Yep. And I actually love seeing you go, man. It's just, well, truthfully, for me, Kenny, it's like watching God blessing you and showing you and reading a storybook to you, Kenny. That's the way I see. Whenever you show your videos and everybody else shows those kinds of videos, it's like God is reading you a little storybook, Kenny. And I love seeing that, man. Right? That's why you're my little baby brother, man. The baby brother I never had. I was the baby in my family, Kenny. So,
at first when I looked at when I first saw you on this camera here a few minutes ago, I did not recognize you because you don't.
Oh, that's yeah. And I have a new camera.
Yeah, I got facial hair on my face. It's got. Hey, Danny D.
Oh, hi, Danny. So yeah, you're changing your little facial hairs there too, huh?
Yeah, I got a full.
You gotta let that grow longer. I think, Kenny, if you let that grow a little longer, I think it will look really cool, man. What did you hearing? No, I'm kidding, Kenny. I know that's not your thing. Yeah.
But yeah, I got a facial hair myself,
Yeah.
and I can feel
Kenny,
it.
I'm gonna bug you again. You know what?
Yes.
I think you should go back to that spiky hair again. I think you look adorable with that spiky hair, man. I think the girls would be knocking at your doors if you kept that kind of hair. I'm kidding.
Oh, Danny D, the trip is good. It's wonderful. I've gotten to see some beautiful views and scenery. Yeah, I got video footage that needs to come out, but I need some help trying to put some videos together. I can't figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. I sat down here and tried to figure it out, and it's driving me crazy. But anyway, yeah, I got video footage, and stuff. And tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna go see the redwoods, the redwood forest.
You're going to see the redwoods? Oh, I would love to. Like, we up here in British Columbia, because I'm actually roughly, if you're driving in a straight line, about a 4 or 5 hour drive from you, Kenny. And so and actually, speaking of, underneath that one, Ocean to Ocean just came in.
Well,
They're
hello,
actually
Bruce.
they're actually in between me and you, Kenny. Bruce is in between us. They're in Washington.
Hey, Bruce. I thought
So we have those kinds. We don't have the redwoods up here, but we have the huge, massive trees like you're gonna see, man. And I am so jealous. I want to see those redwoods, man. Is that Troy? Is Troy there? Say hi.
Somebody's knocking on. Hello.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you don't have a key?
Uh-oh. Hi, Bruce. Oh, JNS Adventures. There we
Hello,
go.
Jeremy.
Jeremy. That was the other guy I met the other day. Wow, all the West Coasters are coming in here. Although
Yep.
Danny's on the East Coast. So Bruce is on your cruise, isn't he? On the Booze cruise that you're going on, Rob?
That's
Glory?
correct. He is actually a travel agent that is doing the bookings.
So why did you have to go through? Oh, because your booking was through. Okay, yeah.
Because my original booking was
with Sherry, yeah.
with Sherry, and that was on the Jubilee, but then it got delayed and had to shuffle stuff around.
Kenny, I have a question.
Yes.
Have you tried these?
Crunchy?
Yes. Cadbury Crunchy Bars.
Is that a Canadian thing?
It's a Canadian chocolate bar.
Now we have something now here in the States.
Yep.
We have something similar to that, except it's called the one we have. It's called Nestle's Crunch Bar. They call it a crunchy bar.
Oh, okay. So it's probably the same chocolate bar, but there's a difference. So Kit Kat has an American version and a Canadian version. Just different companies create them, and they're slightly different. So you're probably saying it's the Crunch Bar. It's the same thing, just a different company.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is, because now I have had your all's coffee bar.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. No, Jeremy's saying Nestle Crunch. No, that's a different bar. But here, I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's yellow toffee in the middle with chocolate on the outside.
No, I haven't tried. Now I have tried your all's coffee, the coffee crisp. That's what it is. I have tried that one.
So be prepared. I'm going to send you some.
Okay.
I don't know when, but I'll send you some.
Okay. Thank you.
And you'll have to do a review on it.
Okay.
Bruce just said he did his lawn. I've been doing my lawn for 3 days now. I'm still not done. And I live in a mobile home, and you know what, Kenny? Mobile home, your yard isn't that big in a mobile home, but yeah, it's taking me 3 days.
I've still got to figure out what I'm gonna do with mine back in Tennessee. I think as bad as I hate to, I think I'm gonna just probably gonna try to yeah, I know it was in the dark, but I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know how to get a light on me or nothing when I did the taste test on those ribs. But anyway, and I didn't know how to. I was trying to figure out how to turn the light on the camera to make it, because I was using my phone. I do most of my videos through my phone.
Yep.
So I'm sitting there.
You don't know how to turn the light on your phone, Kenny?
not in trying to video, no. But
phones have flashlights.
yeah. But yeah, I couldn't figure out how to do that. But anyway, so, but yeah, what was I getting now? What was I talking? Oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna just probably just try to probably sell the trailer as is, or try to have it demolished right there on the spot.
Did you own the land, Kenny, or was you just like pad rent like we do?
I just pay rent, and my rent. Reason why I don't want to leave that lot is because the rent is so cheap. It's only $100 a month. I'm serious. I am dead serious. And that that includes my property taxes. And my property taxes is included in that.
Are you?
I'm serious.
We're not too bad where we are, Kenny. I pay $370 a month.
Yeah,
which isn't bad. My sister lives in a town called Surrey, which is just outside of Vancouver. They pay $1,000 a month just in pad rent.
I've heard people pay $500, $600, $700, $800, $900. And I'm like, how in the world do you afford this stuff, especially at the cost of living nowadays?
Yeah.
and
so what's the trailers like pricing for trailers going on around that area? Like in that park?
I'm not really sure.
Uh-oh.
But I just know that I was told, because I've actually called and checked around to see how much it would actually cost to actually fix it up and things, because I know I was told.
I hear it's quite expensive, Kenny.
I was told. Now this is by a guy that I actually called a company. It's a company called Serpro.
Okay.
And they actually redo homes for like mold and stuff like that. And the guy told me on the phone. He told me on the phone. He said, "You're looking at." By the way I described it. Now this is without me. This is without him actually going out and actually looking at it.
Mhm.
But this is just by me verbally telling him over the phone what was going on, what was wrong with it, and so on and so on.
Yeah.
But he said you're probably looking at least $5,000, $6,000, maybe $7,000 by itself.
Wow.
And he said you're gonna have to tear it down from the frame up. It's going to have to be redone from the frame up, and because he said that with black mold, you miss one little speck,
You got to get it out of there.
and and it can, especially in 80, 90, 100-degree weather, it can really grow. It grows even faster.
That's,
And here it is, almost in the summer months.
yeah.
And you know, and so yeah, and I've had most people tell me, said I'm probably altogether I'm probably looking at least 20, 30, $40,000 just putting it in, just putting that much into it. And
Well,
if
Kenny,
if I'm gonna put that much into a mobile home, I might as well. It'd be cheaper just go and put another one on the lot.
put a down payment on something else. Yeah.
Yes.
Kenny, as you know, we had a fire here, and I don't know if you can see now. In the background, we're painting right now. So we had to replace this whole ceiling in the living room, the kitchen, and our hallway going down to the bedrooms. You know how mobile homes are, Kenny. They're all pretty much the same layout, basically. And so, yeah, we had to, and we were worried about black mold because we had a leak in our roof because we had our roof done. So we thought, hey, we're going to have black mold. And that was a big worry. And they were quoting quite a bit of money, Kenny, to replace just our ceiling. Just like the numbers you're saying, okay, that's what we're going through right now, Kenny, where that's what we're spending.
Yeah, and I'm like,
right now we're doing the painting. We actually are doing our own painting just to save money because it's just insane, Kenny, insane. And so now we had to our sink had a leak at one point, so we had to remove the sink, the floor underneath the sink, and then they had to rebuild that floor up, like you're saying. Like,
yeah,
it's that you got to get at that black hole, Kenny. Oof.
And like, well, see, my subflooring would need redone.
Yep.
My vanity would need to be redone.
Kenny, you're looking at it just from my own understanding, you're probably looking at about $50,000 or more to do what you're talking.
Yeah, and see, and another thing is I want to get I want to do this for my own self. I'm looking at my own self in the future.
Yeah,
because
you're still a baby, Kenny.
I know, but I'm looking at my own self. See, if I was to even, okay, I'm just saying, like I said before, many a times, for me and my dad both to make a living.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it is. I've learned. It'd be nice if we could live without money, but unfortunately, that's not how it works. You got to have money to survive, to live on.
Come on, wait a minute. Aren't you a YouTuber? Aren't you rich by now?
No. But it takes my income and my dad's income to make the living.
And same with me and my wife. We have two incomes together, Kenny.
And what I'm looking at is I know my dad. I know my dad is getting older, and he's. Well, I want him around for a long time, but eventually, I know he's gonna not on. He's gonna
Well,
pass away.
we're all eventually going to be there, Kenny.
Yeah, and what it is that with my income only making $914 a month, a bank is gonna laugh at me, or any loan company is gonna laugh at me and says, "You ain't gonna be able to make." You're not able, because so I would not be able to get a loan at that with that small amount of, because they're gonna they're gonna.
Although I don't know, it's different here, Kenny, because
Yeah.
we make more than you, but we don't make much more than you, Kenny, and we have credit and all that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah. Well, see, so what I'm going to do is I am trying to get. I found out from Troy S. And he knows about how the VA benefits
Yeah,
work and
Veterans
stuff.
Affairs, yeah.
What my goal is to do when I get back into North Carolina is to get my dad to refile a claim.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because Troy's a VA as well. So with VA as well, yeah.
Hang on a minute. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get him to refile. I'm gonna get my dad to refile a claim. And because see, right now my dad himself is only getting like 70 to 80% VA benefits.
Oh wow.
Which he should. No reason. There is no reason he should not get 100%. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get him to refile a claim, and because they just passed a law here a while back about for anybody that was exposed to Agent Orange.
Yeah.
Which my dad.
Yeah, he would have been. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that causes birth defects.
Oh wow.
So with me being his dependent.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, here you go. With me being his dependent, I can get some of those benefits. With me
interesting thing, Kenny.
I can get some of those benefits, but I have to get him to 100% before that will go through.
How is your dad going? Is he getting better?
I'd be honest with you, I think he's in there. He'll be in there permanently. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I do not see him ever.
I'll come move in with you, Kenny. We'll take care of you.
I'll be honest with you. I don't see him ever getting out there. To be flat out honest with you. So anyway, so I can get. But anyway, what it is, I can get a.
Benefits.
I can get some of his benefits even after he's gone.
Yeah.
I will still be receiving some of those benefits.
Which you should. You should
and
be.
I can also be getting VA medical
Medicaid.
VA. I'd be able to go to any medical VA hospitals, get all my medical things through the VA, do all those things. But I've got to get him to sign a paper and file that claim before something does happen. I
Of
have
course.
to, because if I wait until then, I won't get anything. With me being I'm his next of kin and I'm his legal guardian.
But
Yeah.
Kenny, I in that sentence there, I want
Yes.
you to know that you have a big, huge family supporting you right now. And I don't ever want you to feel like you're ever going to be left alone if that's the case. I'm not going to say, yeah, that might happen and blah, blah, blah. What I want you to know, Kenny, is I'm pretty sure all of us will take care of you. You're not going to be left alone. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got a big family, man. You have a really big family here, man. We'll take care of you.
Let's see, that will bump, if I get him to 100%,
Yeah.
that will bump his benefits up
Yeah.
to, him alone will be getting like, him alone will be getting like over 3,000 and something.
Yeah.
$3,000 and something a month.
Which he should be, Kenny. He should be. He's a veteran. These guys
He's
need to be taken
but
care
right
of.
now he's only getting 1,000.
I know.
And so yeah, and then I, with me being a dependent of his, I can get at least, I think, like 3,000, almost 4,000 myself.
Mhm.
And that will, with me combining his funds and my funds together, that will leave us with almost, with him alive, that will leave us with almost, like, I think like $6,000 a month to live on.
Mhm. No, you will still get your disability, right? Because that's
I can still get my SSI.
Yeah.
And things like that. And I'm thinking, then I will have that extra income to live on. I'll be set for the rest of my life.
Good.
But I have to get the ball rolling and get it to where.
Speaking of, how is Kenny doing in that sense?
What's that?
Well, your health wise, how's Kenny's health these days? Are you doing good?
Doing pretty good. I have a feeling I've really put on some weight.
all those food videos you're sharing.
I got a feeling of course, I gotta be. I don't want to say. I used to be really heavy. I used to weigh. I kid you not. I used to weigh 180 some. Almost.
Used to weigh that?
I used to weigh 180, 190, almost 200 pounds.
What, 130? I guess, maybe.
My doctor back in Kingsport.
Yeah.
When I saw him, he wanted me to get down to 120, 125.
Yeah, because you're what, 5 foot.
I'm only 4'9".
Oh,
I'm
you're 4'9".
only
Okay, all right.
4'9", 4'10", somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And
same height as my sister.
And it's a lot easier on my legs.
Mm-hmm. How are, like, in that sense, like your physical condition? What's happening with that?
Well, I mean, I get around just fine. I mean,
yeah, obviously. Is it getting worse, or is it, you know what I mean, or you're fine? Like,
as far as, I mean,
you're normal. Wow, what are you doing?
I'm not seeing any difference, really, to be honest with you. I'm not seeing it get any worse. I'm not seeing it get any better.
Because the last time you were talking to your doctor, you know, everything was looking good. You're healthy and all that.
Yeah. My biggest thing is that I'm afraid that with diabetes running in the family, I'm afraid that's something that's going to wind up being me. And and I really don't want to. I really don't want to add on any more health issues than what I already have. You know what I'm saying?
I have diabetes, Kenny, type 2, just like your dad.
And somebody at this meetup, they were giving me a suggestion, and a good idea that would help me.
And what's that?
Would be
Just watch what you eat, Kenny, and that's what it is, Kenny. Kenny, look, I have diabetes, and I shouldn't be eating this, but I did. But you know what? It's not a, what do you call it? It's not a bullet to my head. It's bad for me, right? But what that does for me is I'm learning. We just got Fitbits. Me and Ananda are doing exercising and all that, and we're going to start doing that. But I'm just showing you, it's not the end of the world. It's not like a cancer. Diabetes is not a cancer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want you to be, I don't want you to think like it's a death sentence, right? But it can be. It can be, like, even for myself, right? But I'm working on things and making change and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just watch what you're eating, Kenny, and you do. I seen you on the cruise. I saw what you ate.
Yeah, but some of
Escargots, frog legs,
that stuff. I know. But, and with me not having a gallbladder no more.
And Kenny, something else I want to say to you about diabetes. It's reversible. Dewey, have you seen the latest pictures with Dewey?
I seen them on Facebook.
That's right. Did you see the latest? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He was probably 400 pounds, I think it said, and he's down to just 300 now. Like, this guy is doing amazing, Kenny, right? And I'll bet you one of these days he's going to come off of his diabetes, right? People do come off of diabetes. And
Yeah.
that's what my goal and motivation is to get off the diabetes and get out of this sugar crap and all that. Yeah. Yeah, he is. Oh my gosh. And I get to see him in how many more days? In 13 more days, I get to see Dewey here in Canada. That's right, Kenny.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second.
Yeah. Hi, Troy. Bobby, you're not really saying much.
I'm just enjoying the conversation with you and Kenny.
Well, you can take over some.
I have no problem.
Well, see what?
But
You watch him, Kenny, or Rob. This guy just flies in that thing, man. He actually walks faster than me. So Bobby.
Yep.
What's up next? Danny, Rob falls asleep all the time. This is nothing new.
I wasn't asleep.
No, you'll hear him sleep. If I was in my what do you call it? What's a StreamYard? I would be able to share some sound clips. It used to be Kenny falling asleep all the time. Now it's Rob. Oh, look who it is, Blaine.
Hello, Blaine.
From ATL. We are watching planes take off. Room is right on her. Oh, I am so jealous, Darian. Oh, did you see Darian's latest? He got to see one of the coaches for one of his Gators teams.
Yes.
Yeah, ATL. That's an airport I really need to fly through, but I don't fly enough in America to be able to fly through Atlanta because all my airports is either Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, or Salt Lake City, Utah, or Colorado. Yeah, what else? Yeah, because when I went down to Miami in October, it was Vancouver to Colorado, Colorado to Houston, Houston to Miami. Although I didn't mind that. And also, actually, I wanted to tell Kenny this, Bobby.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Kenny coming now. Now I can tell Kenny. Tell me when you're ready, Kenny. Hi,
Okay.
Troy. Hi, Troy.
Hey, Troy.
Hey, Rob. I got to go to the store and take an errand.
We'll be right back.
Yep.
Thank you for taking care of our little boy, man.
You're welcome.
Hey, Troy, I'll take a Corona.
All right.
I want a Coors Light. I think I got one Coors Light left in the fridge. Kenny,
Yes.
have you heard of the what do you call it? Hidden disabilities lanyard?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so since you're going to be flying a lot, there's a thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you the link, Kenny, and I think you should check it out. It's a lanyard. Although you do have a walker, so pretty much you already have a visual disability, so people really do respect you. So in my case, I have a hidden disability, right? And so nobody knows my disability. So there's this thing called the Hidden Disabilities Lanyard, where you wear it going through airports, which gives you it tells the workers that, hey, look, he has a disability. You got to treat them like so you get your treatment, right? You know, you get the priority boarding and all that kind of stuff. So that's what it does for us, right? So I was just going to say, but I forgot, you already have a visual disability that they already take care of you. Like when I was in Houston, I don't know if you've ever been to the Houston airport, Kenny. It's a very long walk from gate to gate. And I have really, really bad knees and back and stuff. And normally I'll suck it up and push through the pain to getting from gate to gate. But this Houston airport, man, holy crap. That was because like I already had gone from Vancouver to Colorado and then Colorado to Houston. So I'd already did all the long walks from gate to gates there. So when I got to Houston, it's like, you know what? I ended up signaling for one of the golf carts to come over and say, hey, look, can I get a ride to my gate? Because I just couldn't do it, right? But then I also found out that I qualify for priority boarding. You know, like when they say, hey, do you any women and children or those that needs extra time? I actually do qualify for that. So, and with this lanyard, this hidden disabilities lanyard, it helps them to show and to tell others that are standing in line, well, why is this guy getting to go on first and blah, 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 blah. Well, it shows we have disabilities, right? You know, so yeah. Lorraine, yeah, they will haul you to the gate. Yes. So yeah, I'm from now on, whenever I go to airport, they told me just pre-call and saying, look, hey, I need wheelchair access and all that kind of stuff. What's Kenny eating? He sure ate good at 023. Yeah, what are you eating, Kenny?
I'm eating a Cuban sandwich.
A Cuban sandwich. Oh, nice.
On a scale of 1 to 10, guys, it's definitely a 10.5.
Oh, wait, and what else?
Huh?
And what else?
Just a Cuban sandwich is all.
No. Slap your tongue. Come on. I didn't want to say it for you.
It'll make your tongue slap your brain.
There we go. Yeah, because it's got a pickle in there, so.
Yeah. Pickle, tomato, lettuce, I think mustard.
I'm jealous. I actually haven't eaten dinner yet, Kenny. Rob told me to come on the show here. I've been on here for 2 hours, and I sacrificed my dinner to come on his show.
No, you haven't been on for 2 hours. You have only been on for 1 hour and 59 minutes and 25 seconds as of right now.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah, but anyway, yeah, what I do is I get wheelchair assistance.
Yeah.
And
One sec. Okay.
I get wheelchair assistance.
I'm looking for I just wanted I wanted to share one little clip here.
And at the airports,
Yeah.
and then but for some odd reason, the last couple times that I have flown through Charlotte Douglas Airport, Troy went to Walmart.
I don't know why, but for some reason I thought Darian was in Germany.
He's heading that way. Him and his boy Billy are heading.
Yeah,
that
they're on their way. Yeah, I saw that. I just thought they were already there. And so when Blaine's saying that he's eating with Eddie, Alice, and Meg, and it's like, wait, did they go? I don't remember Blaine saying he was going to Germany. So they must be still down in Florida right now, or down wherever they are down there. Well, actually, yeah, Meg is. Oh, wait. Yeah, Eddie's in. Yeah, Rob. Eddie's in Atlanta. That's right. And so is Meg. Okay. That's why. There we go.
Well, anyway, what I was going to say was, for some odd reason, the last couple times that I've flown through Charlotte Douglas Airport, they have not been my best friend.
Oh.
Tell
me, Kenny. Look, speak your mind, Kenny. You're on live camera. Tell the world.
So, okay. This last time flying from Charlotte to Portland, I have TSA pre-check. So, because I paid for a 5-year plan with
oh, really? Wow.
For TSA pre-check. It's good for 5 years. It was like $85, I think. It was. Well, I go to get my ticket. Well, in order to go through TSA pre-check, you have to make sure that when you get your ticket, that it actually says
TSA pre-check. That's right. Yeah.
That it actually says TSA pre-check on the ticket, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the first ticket I got did say TSA pre-check.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, what? That's what I thought. And I even, when I made the booking for the flight, I put in there that I wanted TSA pre-check, and I gave him my known traveler number. Well, so I wound up getting another ticket. The second one finally said TSA pre-check on it. Well, so here they come to wheel me to the TSA. I thought they were going to wheel me to the TSA pre-check. Well, they wound up wheeling me to the
regular check. Okay, yeah.
And I'm like, whoa. Wait a minute here. I got TSA pre-check here. I even showed them on the ticket. I said, see, TSA pre-check.
Do you get an actual card that says that you have pre-TSA?
No, they didn't give me that. No.
Oh, they don't give you anything official that says, hey, you're
I didn't get that when I first ordered when I ordered TSA pre-check. No, they didn't.
Wow.
All they did was send me an email and send me a known traveler number is all they did.
Huh.
So, but anyway, so I'm like, okay. So, well, the guy, all of a sudden, the security people, they send me through that, the guy it's at the, okay. What? But they, they send me to through the regular line.
The regular line, yeah.
Well, the guy tells me to come on, and they can still do the TSA pre-check through the TSA regular. So they still let me do the TSA pre-check through the regular TSA.
Where you don't have to take everything off, and yeah.
I'm like, and because
Kenny goes commando. You don't want anything falling down and coming out. Anyone,
no. And so I was like, but yeah, and and I was like, y'all may have got. I'm like in my mind, y'all may have got me once, but you sure ain't gonna get me again. Because they got my laptop the first time I went through, and I was like, and they took away my. I found out when you go through regular TSA, you can't have nothing over 3 ounces. So if anything's over 3 ounces, they throw it away.
Yeah, I lost. What did I lose? Oh, I lost my sunscreen, brand new thing of sunscreen, because it was over that. And then what was it? Oh, in August, when I was down seeing my kids, I got pulled over into secondary because my daughter had ended up giving me a bottle of spice from New Mexico, and I'm bringing it home. And yeah, I got nervous, and it's like, okay, yeah, you want to go over to secondary there or whatever they say. And so I go over there, and I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? What did they find? And it turns out that they had a bottle of spice.
Hey, D&D, yeah, I know it's 12. It's 12:07 Eastern.
I think she was responding to Lorraine's thing. She said she might go live tomorrow night. Can you come up and join me? Yeah, and I think Danny was or Rob was saying, sure, what time? Eastern is what he was asking, and Danny's probably saying that. So, yeah, what time are you going live tomorrow night, Lorraine? I'll try my best to get up there as well. And Kenny will. He's always. No, are you going back to the campground?
No.
No? All done?
Going to the Redwood Forest tomorrow.
Okay.
We have to be checked out of this hotel. We have to be checked out of this hotel in
9 Central, so that would make it 10 Eastern.
Yeah, that would be 10 Eastern.
Does that sound right?
Wait. Central. I don't know.
Central is 2 hours. 2 hours behind, I think. So
we're Pacific, then Mountain, then Central. So 2 hours. Then Eastern is 3 hours. So yeah. 10 Central. Or Eastern, sorry, Rob.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And Lorraine says, put everything in check bags. I don't do check bags. They're not getting my money. I always take carry-on. Oh, she can't see Danny. Oh.
You're probably on.
Yeah, this is the crazy thing about doing someone's lives. You don't know whose is where, and everybody else is one's in one chat and the other's in the other chat. Yeah.
So Lorraine is inside your chat.
Oh, in mine. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Where Danny's on mine.
And Danny's on yours. That's right. There we go. And Kenny, who are you on?
I'm on Rob's.
All right. There you go.
I need to switch over to
this sounds so funny. I'm in Larry's. You're in what, Lorraine? My wife's down the hallway.
Oh.
Yeah, but when I look in my chat, I can always see people in my chat. But on the stream side, I can see everything.
I don't see anything. I just see what do you call it? StreamYard chat. Let's see if I can share something, Rob. I want to share something. I should be able to. No, wait. Entire screen. No window. No Chrome tab. Okay, let's just do it. Can you see, Rob?
Yep.
Kenny, can you see that?
Yeah, I see that.
That's the hidden disability. Here, I'll play the bit.
14, dyed my hair blue. It came out a C6 sort of green. I like vintage dresses when they.
So that's something that my wife made for me. So the sunflower on a green background is the international symbol for hidden disabilities.
Okay, cool.
What's this? Oh, she's Larry's cruise ship. Hi, Lorraine. I'll be in your chat tomorrow night, Lorraine. Yes, that's right. We'll come hang out, Lorraine. You got to get up there live again. Let's see it. Let's do it. Let's make a show tomorrow, right, Rob?
Yep.
We'll go hang out with Lorraine. Lorraine, did you get moved yet? Lorraine was moving. There he is. There he is. Thanks, Danny. You know what I noticed? You guys responding to the chat, it's like there's not much delay at all. But whose was I in? I was in somebody. Bruce's doing trivia, and it's like I was seeing answers for the third question, and I didn't even get to see the question, like Bruce saying, because there was so bad of a delay. That's why I don't do trivia. I'm never quick. Up in Canada, we're up in Canada. We don't have fast internet like you guys down in America, or it might be the vice versa. And it just doesn't get down there quickly.
At that campground, I was hooked up to Starlink.
Oh, really? Oh, yes.
That Starlink is awesome.
Yes. Were you using mics? Because I think Mike got it.
Yeah, Mike. I was using mics. I was using Gracie and Jacques' Adventure.
Gracie's, yeah.
And then I was also using Resident Nomad, Raymond.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know everybody in that community, Kenny, but I do know a lot, actually.
Well, I got to meet quite a bit of new people that I've never met before, and I got to meet Kelly for the first time from Vanderella.
Oh, Vanderella. Okay, I've heard that name before. Okay.
Johnny's other half. Johnny's journey.
Right, the other half. That's right. Now, did they have their nice new van that they were doing? Because they just did a video. They just built a new shop or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it's called. Rob, I'm actually going to have to get going here. Sadly.
Yeah. And I gotta start wrapping it down because I gotta get up early in the morning.
Sorry, I'm really sorry, Bob. Like we get to sleep in here. Retirement, that's what happens.
But yeah, I got to meet a new channel that I called Ladybug Landings.
Oh, okay.
She has a I think a van or some sort that she's built, a SUV or something that she's building out. Maybe a car. I don't even remember, but
I would show you, but I can't show you. But I have a 2012 Dodge Grand Caravan, Kenny, and we actually have right now. Actually, as we speak, I borrowed my father-in-law's battery, a big deep cycle battery, and I also got a mattress in the back there. And so we also have a porta potty and all that. We're trying to work it so that we can do some like day trips in our van.
yeah,
Not really. I'm not looking to live in a van like all those guys. Those guys are very nomadic.
and I got to meet a channel called Annette Van Teese.
Don't know that one. How many people were there, Kenny?
Somebody had said 6 somewhere around 40 to 50 people.
Oh wow, nice. And you guys took over most of that campground too, I hear.
And what I like about it is most of the people that I have met through this meetup, they are the same as you see them on the screen.
Yeah.
They're the same as you.
It's the same thing, Kenny. When I saw you on the ship, you were the same old little buddy there, Kenny, on the ship. Yeah.
But yeah, I
actually I want to ask you before we go here, Kenny.
Yes.
What would it take to get your own van going as a nomadic thing for yourself? Just hypothetically, don't take me wrong here. If you had to live on your own and stuff, what would it take to get your van up and running?
Well, I'd have to take some of the seats out.
Yeah.
And I'd have to have a place to put either a composting toilet or somewhere I could have like a tank or something underneath there to empty out every so often, or do like a.
I'm sure there's handicap.
I did learn about the nomadic life. See, I did not know this, but in actuality, if you're going to do the composting toilet, which is the 5-gallon bucket, you need to separate your solids from your liquids.
Liquids, yes, yeah.
Because it's a lot easier, and it keeps the odor down.
We have a what do you call it? A porta potty, camping porta potty that has the bucket on the bottom, and you just empty it once it gets full and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Pluggable loo, Lorraine says, yeah. Basically.
Yeah, I'd have to. But yeah, I'd have to.
Now, would you drive? Like,
that's the thing.
You can't get your license, so you can't do the hand control things like Busby, I think.
Well, see, I went through the DMV.
Yes.
And I did not realize how strict the DMV was. But with me being on this physical disability, I have to go through all this special rehab treatment type deal.
Really?
Where they I have to go all the way down to Patricia Neal Rehab Center.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of.
In Knoxville? Okay, get this. In Knoxville. I've already done this once. I've already been through this once. In Knoxville now. And
an assessment for disabled.
Yeah, they test my reaction time, my peripheral vision, all that stuff.
Gotcha.
You have to pay. You have to pay 100. I think it may have went up now, but back when I did it, I think it was like $150 to $200 out of pocket.
Ouch.
So, okay, you pass that. Then they say, okay, you can go back down to the DMV, take their test, get your learner's permit, and then you have to schedule another appointment in that town in Knoxville. And you have to take a driving course in your own vehicle.
Oh, my God.
In your own vehicle. And you can't have nothing wrong. You can't have.
Yeah.
You can't have. They're so particular. You can't have nothing. You can't have a headlight out. You can't even.
You know what's going to sound easier for you, Kenny? You need to find a soulmate and hook up and get your own van life and start being nomadic and living nomadic life and hanging out with everybody in this van community.
And then that's another $150 to $200 out of pocket.
Yeah.
And then if I need any special training afterwards, after that, if I need any more, then it's another $150 to $200 an hour.
Wow.
So you're adding all that stuff up, and then plus I'd have to have the vehicle already set up for hand controls and things, which I already knew that myself.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I already knew that. But the last time I did this, they said that I wasn't to their satisfaction.
Okay. So we're gonna have to get you hooked up. We're gonna have to be.
They said that I would not only be a danger to myself, but I'd be a danger to others. So I'm like, okay. So I just,
We're gonna have to play Cupid for you, Kenny. Get you set up with a girl that's got her own van, and you guys can live happily ever after in the nomadic world.
Yeah.
I think you would enjoy it, Kenny, because I've seen you at these meetups, man.
Yeah.
You would just love it, man. Like,
well, still,
tied down
I don't think I would want to. I don't think I would want to actually do it full time because I don't want to be away. See, I still love my, even though I don't get to attend church service.
Church service, yeah. But they still have online church.
They still have online church.
I actually, truthfully, Kenny, the church that I got baptized in back in 2009, I'm still connected to them online. I don't watch every Sunday or anything.
Yeah.
But I'm still connected. I'm still their family. Actually, Ananda got baptized there as well. So anyway, we're gonna have to get going here. I can keep talking for hours and hours with you.
Me too.
I know you can.
Well, I'm gonna let you wrap this up, Rob. It's good seeing you again, Kenny, and I can't wait to hang out with you again. We're gonna
likewise. And thanks, Rob, for having me up.
And I'll get you some crunchy bars.
Not a problem. Anyways, I'm going to start wrapping it up. So thank you all for coming out tonight, this morning,
for having me.
Wherever time may be for you. So until next time, I will see you on the high seas or wherever travel may take us. Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Wait. Oh, you shouldn't have come back.